And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
Y'all, Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in this thing, like cracking this thing, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use, knowledgeito you can get, and nobody's collegeito, man. Make sure y'all drop a whole lot of comments. Make sure y'all drop a whole lot of likes. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, become part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all say tap in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And I need y'all to tap in with Free the Trappers over there on Crenshaw and King, man. Make sure y'all show some love to Free the Trappers on Crenshaw and King. Make sure you get you a Rich Trapper Trap Lottie Trap Packington. Free the Trappers, Crenshaw and King in the old Louisiana Fried Chicken building right across the street from Krispy Kreme Donuts. Make sure y'all get into that, man, in Lamert Park. And drop a comment, because the best comment between now and 20,000 subscribers gonna get $150 from your boy. Y'all know the deal, man. We giving y'all something y'all can feel that chili is real. And drop another comment, because the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers gonna get a $500 cash app from me and a $500 cash app from T. Rellington over there on Back on Fig. Can you dig, my nig? Get into that if you ain't got into that, as well as my newest single, Doing My Thing. That's out now everywhere, man. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. We finna give y'all this good content. Let's get into it. What's the deal, man? We back in this thing, man. We got my man, Urban Politicians TV. He had a good one, man. I've been keeping up with Urban Politicians TV. Make sure y'all show some love to bro. He got a lot of great things going on. Shout out to Urban Politicians TV. But this is a really good one. Let me call you back in like 10 minutes, man. All right, bro. Yeah, they okay. They playing the game. All right, bro. My bad, y'all. That's my mama. But shout out to Urban Politicians TV. He has failed white rapper turned neo-Nazi, calls black kids the N-word and monkeys. Finna jump into this content, man. Shout out to Urban Politicians TV. Finna jump into this content. 3, 2, 1. Let's get to it.
Walk around us, nigger. Where's your parents?
Little nigger.
And again, all these white people just saying the N-word with a heavy ER, blah, 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 because where they're protesting is right across the street from a police station. So they feel safe to conduct themselves this way because they know that they're right outside of a police station and the police aren't going to let, too much of a woo-wop of a wooty-bam happen to them. And they're laughing as this young black boy who's clearly frustrated and irritated with the circumstances around him is sticking up for himself, and they think that it's funny. But I wonder if it would be so funny if that boy's daddy was there, big brothers or cousins or uncles. I doubt that it'd be the same amount of laughter. Let's show this young man. But see, here's the thing. They're laughing. That little boy is going to grow up. Keep growing up, little bro. Keep growing up. You can forever get your leg back. Keep growing up. That's all I'm going to say. Keep growing up, little bro. Do what you got to do to get your leg back.
13%. Hey, are you allowed to let these little niggas take
Can you imagine how broken, displaced, and just overall of a loser you have to be sitting around addressing what is clearly like an 8-year-old as an adult male, and you're talking about whatever? You gotta be broke. You can't be getting any actual chiliana off your situation if this is how you're literally conducting yourself.
The nigglets are making threats. Can you arrest the nigglets? Please arrest the nigglets.
They have to.
Hey, stop making threats.
They have to accompany the nigga.
It does look like the police are providing protection for these young men and making sure that these young men do go unattacked and all that kind of stuff, because we know that those white thugs will attack innocent youth. They have no boundaries in attacking children because, that caveman brain don't register all the way.
Town, everybody.
Future engineers. Future engineer.
And the crazy part about it is that they want to say, like, make jokes like, oh, future engineers. The majority of engineers, scientists, anything that comes with actual tech and anything blah, blah, blah like that are actual people of color, not Caucasians. So there's that.
Hey, you guys are the future engineers. Future engineers have to get escorted because they're so violent. Yeah. You got a light brain, man.
Actually, they have to be escorted because uneducated hillbillies like Jethro right here will attack children and the police know it. So that's actually the real reason for
Love
it.
little monkeys like that. It just shows how violent they are at a young age.
Your frontal lobe is 2 ounces lighter, bud.
And the ignorance behind the neo-Nazis who've stirred up controversy this week here in Middle Tennessee. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rory Johnston. After the hate group showed itself, even disrupting a Metro Council meeting, News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams decided it was time for them to answer some questions. Phil, you discovered some of these characters have, not surprisingly to me, skeletons in the closet, right?
That's right. And one of the things that I wanted to know is what a lot of you have.
Who would have thought a group of white men attacking and harassing children, holding up signs outside of a police station where they know they'll be safe at, have skeletons in their closet?
Been asking why Nashville, but I also wanted to look hate in the eyes and show just how ignorant they really are.
Hitler was right. Hitler was right.
For days, out-of-state neo-Nazis have made a scene on the streets of Nashville with their symbols of hate. Officers just doing their jobs. They're on what is now the Diane Nash Plaza, named after the civil rights legend who came here to confront a Nashville mayor and a community's racism. We decided to confront the hate that has once again reared its ugly head.
You ready to debunk the flyers? I told you I'd stop being a Nazi. What's your thoughts about you lying in the media?
Yeah, I'm curious. Why Nashville? Why did you guys choose Nashville?
The only place that respects freedom of speech.
Yeah, this state actually respects freedom of speech, but communist Jews like yourself don't.
John Menadeo,
He called bro a communist Jew. I don't even think like those two things could. I don't think that the Jews were communists. I could be wrong. I don't think that they were. I think that you're just like mixing prejudices and racism, and he didn't do a good job of that.
Californian who moved to Florida, leads the Goyim Defense League, which goes around the
State actually respects freedom of speech, but communist Jews like yourself don't.
John Menadeo, a Californian who moved to Florida, leads the
And y'all act like California is not super racist. I just wanted to make sure he said what I thought he said. California is actually extremely racist when it comes to Nazi lowriders, neo-Nazis, Minutemen, all those type of like KKK, white supremacy groups. They're actually very prevalent within the California area for sure.
Goyim Defense League, which goes around the country trying to create scenes that they hope will bring them attention and followers. One of their favorite tropes, falsely accusing Jews of being pedophiles. You really dislike pedophiles, don't you?
Yeah, do you like this? Wait, get a shot. Get a shot.
Well, I have a photo of you with a pedophile right
Oh,
there.
yeah, you got kicked out of our group.
That's Menadeo on the
He has you and a pedophile lover boy, certified pedophile, certified lover boy, weirdo, what, A minor, get up, do my stuff, you not like us, right there in the video, big dog.
left, and on the right, a member of his group, Jesse Shank, who was busted 3 years ago when he tried to meet up with someone he thought was a 14-year-old girl for sex. One of your own group was a pedophile.
No, he wasn't. He got set up by police, and he got kicked out of the group.
He tried to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
He got kicked out of the group once we found out.
So he didn't get set up. If he tried to do that with a 14-year-old girl, there actually is no setup. This is something that he actually did. So there is no setup. You're actually contradicting yourself and making yourself look like an extreme liar. He did some weirdo-ish or attempted to do some weirdo-ish with a child. And here we are.
So he's not one of the guys wearing a mask?
What are you doing?
It was not a question.
Wasn't he got set up by police, and he got kicked out of the group.
He tried to have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
He got kicked out of the group once we found out.
So he's not one of the.
Bro out there with a guitar as well.
What are you doing?
It was not a question that Menadeo wanted to answer.
Pedophile protector! Pedophile protector!
Now you want to sit there and talk about him, but you are literally hanging out with a certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Pedophile protector!
In fact, this tactic resorting to.
It's interesting that this white man argues in the same fashion that Flockiana and Snitch on it argue in. That's very interesting that they both argue like white, racially motivated white men. Flacco, you argue like a racially motivated white man. Flacco is very similar in his way of conversing, way of deflecting, way of avoiding problems, way of dancing around situations, kind of like this guy. Flacco, is this your uncle? That's your uncle? That's your cousin?
Yelling as a diversion would play out again and again as
Yelling as a diversion. Flacco. Sounds like you, big dog. Yelling. Tab that. So look, again, as a diversion. Interesting.
Pedophile protector! Pedophile protector!
In fact, this tactic, resorting to yelling as a diversion, would play out again and again as we attempted to confront the group with facts about the lies they tell their followers. Over and over, it became clear that these are people who are blind to any facts that don't confirm their hate.
How many of you guys have criminal records?
What's your criminal record? Catching kids?
Not surprisingly, there are quite a few arrests among these characters. Menadeo spent a month in jail last year after authorities in Florida got fed up with the group littering their neighborhoods with its hate messages. Others we discovered also have a variety of criminal charges on their records.
Can I be honest with you guys?
You're a loser, scumbag.
When I look at you guys, I do not think extra race.
What race are you? Time is coming to its end.
In fact, what I saw was a group of wounded, angry men who've never accomplished much in their own lives, looking for someone else to blame.
Where's the Jews?
I really feel sorry for you guys.
I don't give a sorry for it. You're gonna grave soon, you dumb sellout boomer. Boomer.
It's kind of tough to watch. Phil,
They're looking like, whoa, that was an absolute lot.
they got right in your face there. You stood your ground, tried to be reasonable. I mean, but it was a little tense. What was going through your head?
Well, honestly, I think my overriding feeling was sadness. These are really pathetic human beings, and they just don't seem to recognize it. Frankly, I think that's how most of Nashville and Middle Tennessee views them as well.
Yeah, just so angry at the world.
And sad.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Pop.
And again, man, huge shout out to Big Ant. Huge shout out to Big Ant. Huge shout out to Big Ant. Urban politicians. Big Ant in the building. Shout out to Big Ant for sure, for sure.
Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I just wanted to come spill the real and raise a little bit of awareness right quick on this video that's starting to gain steam and trend online. People reposting, resharing, and it's starting to become a part of the conversation today in the culture. As y'all seen, these adults, grown men in their 30s and 40s, and who knows, maybe older, disrespecting black kids in Nashville, Tennessee, calling them niggas, monkeys, and pushing the
Well, actually with the heavy ER, but yeah.
Stereotype on them in their face and laughing and mocking when they see that these kids are upset, rightfully so, because at that age in this country, you start to know what these things mean, that they are calling you less than a human, and they are saying that, yeah, you this and you that. And think about it. What type of person you got to be an adult like Lil Johnny Boy here to talk to some kids like this? And that is zero tolerance. We not accepting it in things. People can feel how they want to feel about the word. We know what the meaning is with the word. When people tell you it's just a word, that means that they're trying to excuse the behavior of this country today and the past. It's centuries and centuries of chaos behind that. You it's just a word. That means that they're trying.
Make sure y'all get that real quick. John Eugene Miladino. Nigga, your last name not even Smith. You got a Spanish last name? Wild.
To excuse the behavior of this country today and the past. It's centuries and centuries of chaos behind you. It's just a word. That means that they're trying to excuse the behavior of this country today and the past. It's centuries and centuries of chaos behind that word when you put it in that context, in the way that they were directing it at kids. The thing,
and if you try to adjust it, if you try to dictate it, if you try to excuse it or anything like that, you're just as disgusting as those men who use it. Ain't no, like, we not finna excuse or make any dances around actual or alt. We not finna make no whatever's around racism, especially directed towards children.
Is, bro, you got to be sick mentally, emotionally, and as a human to think, I'm going to go to little kids and disrespect them with these type of things. We don't do that in our community. But in this guy's mental lost, psychotic brain, this is what they do. And it's so crazy because little Johnny Boy here was trying to be a nigga at one point in time. He is a failed rapper out of California. See, that's what the internet gonna do, is gonna document things, and that's what I tell y'all do on Urban Politicians TV. I call people like him nigga needers. At one point in time, He was trying to be accepted with the black culture. I'm not going to promote his music here, but when you look it up online, you can see he had music videos. So you were investing in taking time out your day to study black people, trying to fit in and get accepted by them, trying to be down with them, studying their lifestyle, studying an art form that comes from black culture. But now you is in another walk of your life because you failed, like the guy on the news said right there. And they did a good job of pulling up on y'all and pressing y'all in that moment and just pointing out that y'all have no base, no facts. Y'all are just out here because y'all failed in life. Because if you would have made it as a rapper, you would have still been trying to be down and fit in and be cool with everybody. And it's crazy because I think this guy might be Hispanic for real, as he's been arrested in Florida. And right now they get a group of rejects.
Yeah, and people say, and again, he has a Spanish last name, so I'm not sure like where this white supremacy is coming from because nigga, your ass ain't white. What you talking about?
Think because they gather in a group, they put these shirts on, they bold enough to put these things on and stand outside that they really have it together. They don't. These guys are failures in life. We not playing with the kids. You feel how you want to feel about the word. I tell people all the time, I am 1,000 times, 1,000,000,000 times more prideful than I am tough. I'm not tough at all. But my pride won't allow me to let you talk to some kids from my culture,
That's real. From my culture, from my community, from my walks of life, from my circumstances in real life, he would have got his feet whooped in real life.
Community, my ethnicity, my race like that. I just can't let you get away with that. You want to get out there and protest and do all the weird stuff, do what you do. But you're not finna play with no kids and torment them and damage them and have them thinking about that word for life, bro. Them words cut deep because they know the true meaning behind them already. So just know that, bro. Words can hit you and cause more damage than somebody punching you can at times.
That's real because a black eye heal, but you remember that feeling that that person gave you from them ugly words forever.
Believe that or not. People try to say there's no power in words. They just words. Nah, somebody can take a punch and be like, hey, bro, I healed up off that. We good. But you can say something to somebody that let them know that you is demoralizing them, dehumanizing them, and treating them like they less than. So at that same point in time, little Johnny boy, get your act together. Make sure you put on display for all your recruits and new members how you were trying to be down with niggas at one point in time. How you were a nigga needer. You needed a...
All right, man, we finna get up out of here, man. Shout out to Urban Politician, man. He got that thing on him, got the thing on him, man. Shout out to Urban Politician. We a huge fan of what he has going on. Great content he's always bringing us. Y'all know the rest, man. Red dots to the left. Free Avenue Angel, so he's free though. We gone.